think we got all of this stuff wired up and ready to go correctly. Melanie, give me a sound check. Get me pulled up over here. Make sure you got me. What's up, Matt? How we doing, man? Getting ready to make some things happen here on comic night. Can you hear me over there, Melanie? Yep, got me. All right. What's up, Steve? Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys. What's up, Vincent? I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to file in as usual. For the people that are watching this after the fact, this is Collectco in Lebanon, Tennessee. Hey, is this the right name of the sale on here, Melanie? Are we doing comics or records on here? Bro, I don't know. Audio's good. I'm making sure we straight before we go. Sometimes we get started and it says we're doing records and we're selling comics, so I'm just making sure it actually says.
We should be good. Jake and I changed it all earlier.
All right. We got some cool stuff. I have some auctions tonight. I told you guys last week. Thank you for the support. Thanks for just buying stuff, man, making this happen. So we got to go out and buy some more collections. So everything I'm showing tonight has never been shown before here. None of this stuff has been shown in any of the previous live sales. I've got some stuff we're going to auction today. I got some stuff we're just going to sell outright today. And when the time comes into the night, we're going to make some deals today. So, and yeah, we're going to be auctioning off in Action Comics #1 tonight. Yeah, no record, Salty Dog. This is comic night now. Chad is off the weekend off tonight after a crazy weekend of selling. We had the dollar record sale here in the store, so everything was absolutely insane at the store. So no coins. Chad may come back later, actually. You know what? We were talking earlier because he's got all this stuff to move. He's still kind of set up. So I don't want to say no records. I'm saying I'm not doing any records. Chad comes in, that man does whatever he does when he gets here. So if he wants to sell records tonight, that is definitely the plan. But me personally, I am selling comic books tonight. I got 2 boxes of slabs right here that have never been shown here. I've got all kinds of fun stuff. This is a box we did show, so I'm not worried about that. I've just got it over here. That's good. I just got it over here to kind of round out my table so I have places to sit things. So, and actually some of it we haven't shown, but just I digress. See people filing in still. All right. You guys know the deal. Like us, share us. If you're new, message the page so we can get payment information set up and everything. What's up, Michael? And we'll start with some fun stuff here in just a little while. You guys want to do slabs first, or you want to do some raw stuff first? Regina says, hello, Paul. This is Brian. Paul will be back on probably doing his psychedelic records sometime soon, or sitting in for Chad if Chad's going to the football game. All right, what we got? We got a few minutes of this. What's up, Jimmy? We're going to get it started. All right, here we go. I've got the 3rd appearance of the Punisher right here. You guys know the Punisher, right? 3rd appearance. We got $29.95 on it. I was going to say $30 start. Anybody wants to jump on it? This is, let's see, Steve pulled this one for me today. So Steve that works here is also now kind of helping me with comics. So he's pulling some stuff for me. He found some really cool stuff. And the grade on this one, there's not a note on it, but kind of eyeballing it, I would say it's mid-grade, you know? It's nothing crazy high. So we're going to say that's a $30 start on the 1st appearance, excuse me, the third appearance of the Punisher. That's a pretty big difference between 1st and 3rd for the Punisher. What's up, Arnold? How we doing today? Chad, we doing records? They're asking. You doing records later tonight or no? Chad just walked in, guys.
No, I wasn't planning on it.
He wasn't planning on it, guys. So you're going to have to wait for tomorrow night. Even though there's a bunch of dollar records here, he's still sorting out the best way to get rid of that stuff.
So. I'm about to figure it out right now.
He's going to figure it out, though, guys. All right.
You're welcome to show me.
But he says I can show anything I want. So if there's some crates over here that are not dollar stuff, you never know. Maybe I will show some records later. Okay, he says anything in the store. So you never know. Depends on how this goes. You guys buy my comics first, and I'll start showing some records too. You know, I'm not opposed to anything, whatever you guys are looking for, but we definitely going through comics first. So I got $30 for the first, excuse me, I keep saying it again, giant size Spider-Man and the Punisher. Third appearance of the Punisher. I believe that's 1974, if I remember correctly. Right there. So anybody wants to jump in on that? It'll be a buy it now. We've sold 3 of these so far. So Amazing Spider-Man 375. This is a beautiful golden holofoil. This one's $9.95. Steve pulled this for me today and got it ready. So that is $9.95 for that. So I have my stuff kind of set up a little bit different because these new collections that we were going through, we have a shortage of short boxes because a lot of stuff came in just cardboard boxes or totes or something, and once you start breaking it down, you don't really have a lot of shorts. So we need to get some. Infinity War, what we got on this guy? He's got $10 on it. Infinity War #1, Adam Warlock action. He's got $10 on that. Looks fairly clean. Any questions on anything? You guys shoot. This is a buy it now. $9.95 on the Spider-Man. He's got $10 flat on Infinity War. Thor, Frog of Thunder, 3-book set. He's got $25 on that. That's the Frog Thor. Everybody loved or hated that. So you can get the whole deal, $25 if you want it. So we kind of just lay these out, and then nobody jumps on them. Just slide on by. Amazing Spider-Man #312. Green Goblin versus the Hobgoblin. Bob McFarlane. Steve's got that at an 8.0. That's what he's got that at. 8.0 classic cover there. $30 for that. While we're taking a minute for everybody to file in, comment where you're from, where you're watching from right now. If you're hearing me, shoot where you're at. Let's get something moving in these comments. Help that Facebook algorithm get us in front of some people. All the comments help. Every little one. So like us and share us and get us ready to go. Saginaw, Michigan. I've never been there. Been to Michigan, but just like for a hot second. I went to Detroit for a Metallica show. Chattanooga. I spent a lot of time in Chattanooga. Love Chattanooga. That's good. All right, Spider-Man Unlimited. #1. This is the first appearance of Shriek, and Maximum Carnage begins. Gallatin. Steve coming in from NorCal, man. NorCal. That's Met Club for life right there. NorCal. All right. First appearance of Shriek. That's a $10. Buy it now. Hey, Carol's from Manchester. I've been there. Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Never been there. All right. Got Amazing Spider-Man with the beautiful gold. We have Star Wars coming up here in a minute, but it's only 2 issues. Gold holofoil, $9.95. Any takers? What's up, Philip? Hendersonville, North Carolina. That's out there. Did Hendersonville get knocked out by the hurricane or no? It's pretty close. I don't think it did though. I think that's a little further, right? So the Infinity War, we got $10 on that. That is a pretty clean copy. The Frog of Thunder set, Thor. So that's what we got going on with that. So I don't know. Green Goblin versus Hobgoblin. $30, 80 on that guy. Southeast Idaho. And the Maximum Carnage begins. So no takers on that. So if anybody's watching this feed after the fact, you can still message the store. We can probably dig some of this stuff out. So no one's bid on this yet. So it's a $30 buy it now. Third appearance of the Punisher. I said it right that time. So this is pretty clean copy. Looks nice. Beautiful yellow 70s covers. $30 buy it now, third appearance of the Punisher. All right, we'll slide that over here and move on. Let's see, where am I going to put that? Set this. So I have a new setup. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to set stuff today. Yeah, there we go. Be sure to like and share. Listen to Chad. Like it, share it anywhere you do comic books, anywhere you do toys. Even though I don't have that many toys, there's some pops over here I can show. I mean, I got a line of toys on the wall back here, so I can always pull stuff off the wall if you guys want to start seeing toys. Tilt the camera up and show you the whole thing. A bunch of Star Wars, WB, Ghostbusters, Witchblade stuff, Titan AE, Aliens. That's all just in my visual range right in front of my face here. So if any of those names made you feel a certain type of way, let me know. I can pull something down. All right, we're going to go for another auction, see if I can make something happen. So Wolverine, number 8. It's a classic cover by John Buscema. It's, I believe, a Claremont story or something. That's 1989. So I had a $50 start on that. This is a classic cover. It's a very clean copy. Very nice looking book. So thank you for sharing. I was going to say I got a $50 start on it. What I was going to do, let's get some action maybe. Let's drop it $10 and do a $40 start. Somebody wants to grab that Patch and Hulk cover there. $40 start for that. How much is the Ultimate Warrior and Sting figures? Let's see. That is $39.99, which I've actually seen this sell for way more than that. Philip Sweet's in on $40 on the, well, you know the deal, Philip. I knew you were going to bid on that because you know that book is worth, probably in that grade, 63, 7, 65, 70 bucks, something like that. So, but you the pro. All right, yeah. So it's $39.99 here on the Then Now Forever Ultimate Warrior and Sting pack. There was a point in time when this was flipping 50, 75 and up. So this is a very good price on this if you are curious about it. Brandon, let me know. All right, let's see what else we got over here. Amazing Spider-Man number 258. It's $15. That is the new costume revealed to be the Alien Symbiote. So, and the debut of the Bagman costume. It's pretty good. I don't think we have Godzilla tonight. Pretty sure, unless it's like toys or something I drag out of somewhere. We're on down into the, the S's, the T's, the U's on the slabs. So, okay. So Brandon Bartlett wants the Warrior and Sting for 40. Making sure I'm seeing that correctly on there. Boom, that's sold to Brandon Bartlett for $40. I have to find something else to put over there. Hang on that hanger. Oh, there's the Seth Rollins for now. SummerSlam Seth Rollins. The Blade Runners. Yeah, you guys know the deal. The Blade Runners, that's the old stuff. Tanner Hackett, $42 on the Wolverine. There we go. Yeah, show you guys again. Beautiful copy. I have 2 of these myself. Get it centered there. Act like I know what I'm doing. Phillips at 45 on the Wolverine. I wouldn't be surprised, if I had that in the shop, I put it on the wall, probably 70 Grand Adventures, and we take a hit on the box holder discount on it, but I probably put it up 70, 75, and go from there. All right, so it's 15 on this. For the costume was revealed to be its own entity there. So this is good Spider-Man stuff. I know we're still kind of working with a lot of you. Some of you guys know the deal. You know the deal with the comics, and you're doing records and comics, but I know I'm still dealing with a lot of record collectors too that might not understand the gravity of some of the stuff that I'm putting up, which is cool in the gang. We're teaching everybody as we go. Here's a Venom number 1. Get a slight history lesson while we're at it. So Venom, he didn't have his own run for the longest time. He just kept having these little solo series just over and over and over. It would be like 3-shot, just 3 little 3-issue miniseries just over and over. And then he finally got Lethal Protector or whatever, and then that one went 6. This is The Enemy Within. It's part 1. I believe it goes 3. So it's a Venom number 1, and that is $20 on that guy right there if you want that. You want to see the third Punisher? I haven't moved it too far out of the way. I can pull that back up. And I threw my mic in the floor. That's cool, right? I'm sure that sounded fun. I had it clipped on a different place on my shirt. All right, can you still hear me? Did I blow it up? All right, third Punisher. And if you want, man, we'll get this thing out here. We'll get it out. All good on the sound, that's good. There's spoilers for whoever ends up buying it. Let's get to the third appearance of the Punisher. It's coming on like the next page. I lied, it's like one more page. There we go. You can hear better now? That's good. I dropped it and fixed it. So you guys know that Punisher, his first appearance was in Amazing Spider-Man. He was a Spider-Man villain, Spider-Man 129. It's a pricey book. So this is his third appearance. That's great stuff right there. I should flip through these and take more time. I feel like you can sell it better showing what you're actually selling than just the cover sometimes. That's a $30 buy it now right now. So I'll give people about 5 more seconds. Tanner's in at 50 on the Wolverine. See if anyone jumps on it at 30. If not, I'll entertain that $25 possibly. So this is about to be sold for 25 to fill it, unless somebody wants to come in at the 30 I was asking. Give it a few seconds for the lag. All right, that's sold to Philip. I'll take your 25, bro. Philip, sweet, $25 for the third Punisher. All right, yeah, I believe this is a glow in the dark cover, right? Is that the deal with this one? I don't remember. Someone says it glows. Good, got a good glow. Have Chad hit the lights real quick and we'll see. So the Tanner's at 50 on Wolverine. Let me get another auction up that might make you guys move. Let's do this one first. 1990 Spider-Man. It's still in the poly bag. It's bagged and boarded with the poly bag on the inside. So yeah, you probably already have it. You know, anyone that collects. I probably got 10 of these. I got a $20 start on it right here. So $20 start on the 1990 Spider-Man #1 still in the poly bag. So $20 on that guy. Tanner's at 50 on Wolverine. If no one else is jumping on the Wolverine, let me know. Glow in the dark. Yeah, I've got a Ghost Rider glow in the dark coming up here in a minute too. That's a fantastic one. All right. So we've got Spectacular Spider-Man 200. It's the death of Harry Osborn. So it's an anniversary issue, and it's shiny. So they were doing a lot of these shiny web issues there. He only put $5 on that. Steve likes you guys. He put $5 on it for that beautiful holofoil. It's got some action on it. This was a red book, so don't go thinking you're going to send it to CGC. I mean, you could, but it's not advisable. This is a reader copy. Philip Sweet's at 51 on the Wolverine. Spectacular Spidey for Bob. That's sold for $5. Mark, don't discourage Tanner from buying my comics. I need all the help I can get over here. All right, first Cosmic Spider-Man. Spectacular 158. Steve only put $6 on that guy. That's a nice add-on. First Cosmic Spidey. All it's going to take is putting that in, you know, any type of movie, a Netflix episode or something. Tanner's at 55 on Wolverine, and you know, that can blow up. I think this is pretty decent looking. So anybody wants in on the first Cosmic Spider-Man, you can have it for $6. And that's not auction price. That's a buy it now. Somebody grab it. Nobody went in on the okay, Bob's got the Cosmic. That's sold $6 to Bob. Glow in the dark it's Venom. Anybody hitting that? I'm about to move it on. That's a buy it now for 20. Phillips out on Wolvie. So I'm going to sell that to Tanner for $55 in about 10 seconds. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No one jumped in on the lag. That's sold. Wolverine number 8. Sold to Tanner for $55. That's a good buy, Tanner. That book's worth more than that. All right, what about the Spider-Man? Let's move that over here. That's the, I believe, the collector's item. It's the direct edition. Doesn't have the barcode, whatever. So still polybagged. So any stuff that's in there, still in there. Number 1 collector's item. I need you guys to buy that one because I got some more stuff coming up next I want to put in its spot. What else did Steve get for me? He found a Marvel Knight Spider-Man. He found some cool stuff in the collection. He was just going through the box, just pulling some just fun stuff. So Spider-Man number 10. This is Marvel Knight Spider-Man. The Last Stand. You got a cool black cat cover. So the first Matt Gargan Scorpion as the new Venom. So he's the 3rd Venom there. So that's the 3rd different person that played Venom. If you want that, it's $9. And again, that is a buy it now. It's not an auction. Tell you what, nobody's jumping on that Spider-Man. Let me see if I can entice you. Because this was coming next. I have the second print, the gold. So I was going to do $20 start on this one to move them. But if nobody's really jumping on this one, I might just put them together and do a $40 start. Maybe this will entice you to get it. You can get them both. I sold the silver last week. So Jimmy wants the Spider-Man Black Cat for $9. That's sold. That's Spider-Man number 10. What if we make a discount on it? What if we say it's a $35 start? Because I was going to start them both for $20. So if you don't have these, or if you were the one person that bought the silver last week, here's the other 2. So, well, technically there's a platinum out there too that's even rarer. So we're going to say $35 start on the Spider-Man number 1 and the second print. Just put them together and watch them go. Melanie brought me another box up here. What is that?
That's more price slabs.
Okay, she priced another box of slabs if we get to that, if we go that far. If we see some action in here.
Put your sold stuff here. That way I can just carry it to the back.
Sure. It's not as convenient. All right. Spider-Man 8. This is Marvel Knight Spider. The death of Angelo Fortunato. Venom. Venom leaves him. Okay. Is this the one where the mobster or something, or somebody had the Venom suit, was like robbing banks or something, and then Venom jumped him off the cliff and killed him or something like that? I vaguely remember something like that. It might be what this is. If Steve is watching, he can chime in and say, hey, yeah, that's what it is, But I think that might be what it was. That's $5 for that. All right, I'm going to scoot the beautiful glow-in-the-dark. Any offers on the glow-in-the-dark Venom while we're going, before I move it? Venom number 1, Enemy Within. Shoot one if you got one. Hey, look at that. Right there next to it. Spider-Man 7. So he had like a, 2-issue run with Venom. Angelo becomes the second Venom here. And then Venom ditches him and kills him here. So we're going to put those together. That's $10 for the set. So that's the second Venom. He has a very short run. Here's some old stuff next. Tales of Suspense, featuring Iron Man and Captain America. For you Iron Man collectors out there, or Cap collectors, this is some earlier Iron Man. Tales of Suspense. This is good stuff. I love this stuff. Tales of Suspense and Tales to Astonish, Astonishing Tales, like the Marvel Spotlight premieres. I used to buy these all the time. So I still do. $15 for that guy right there. I don't have the year on it, but probably mid-60s, my guess. I can look it up if anybody's actually curious, and that is a buy it now for $15 on that guy. And let's see here. Have any takers on the second Venom? I'm going to slide this over here because we're going to go through some slabs for a second too. I'm going to put this one right here since I've already gone through that box before. All right. Let's see. We're going to start right here. This is the beginning of the S's. So this is where we left off. If you've been watching these shows every week, you know we bought this giant collection of slabs from our friend Steve in South Carolina, and I've been showing them a little bit at a time. So we're moving on down the line. I'm on box number 9 of like 17 or something that we got. But the first 5 are out of order. So really we just got 4 left to show that haven't been, they didn't have numbers on them. I showed those first. So anyway, we're going to run through it here. And I can go quickly, and let's do that. All right, Son of Satan, that's an 8.5. That's December 1975. Son of Satan number 1, Jim Mooney art. That's $101 for the Son of Satan number 1. Son of Satan number 5. That's a 9.4. 1976. That's $90 for that. 90 bucks. What about that? We've been selling these like every week. Spawn number 1, 1992. That's a PGX 9.2. This is a direct edition. That's $53. 53 bucks for a Spawn number 1, 9.2. Go over the Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man you want me to go over? The ones I just did, the Marvel Knights. I got several Spider-Man here. You talking about the stuff in the slab? Can you see the definition to see I've got Spider-Man coming up over here? If I do, I do have some Spider-Mans over here. But talking about the ones I just did, these Spider-Mans, the Angelo Fortunato, second Venom, then Venom leaves him and he dies. That's 10 bucks for the pair if you want those guys. That's the ones you're talking about, Paul. I had the glow-in-the-dark Venom. A lot of Venom here tonight. Amazing Spider-Man 258. That was $15 for the new costume. The auctions. Yeah, we're going to recap it just real quick. It's a beautiful gold cover of the Spider-Man 375. That's $9.95 for that one. You going over the auctions. Let's run it back. That's $35 for these guys, man. $35 start. So that is first print, second print. This one's still in the poly bag. That one's not. This is super clean. So this is a book that, because like I'm crazy the way I collect, I buy it like every time I see it. Every time I see the silver and gold, I buy them. If you guys don't buy these, that might happen again here. So I was going to put them up 40 or 20, 20 and 20, $20 start, but I'm going to put them together just to keep it easy and do $35 start on these. This one's still in the poly. So it's still, you know, quote, factory sealed from whatever. There's not really much going on. But honestly, you're not going to buy this book to send it to get graded because there's so many graded copies of it out there. You just buy the grade that you want. So these are just good to have in your collection for raw, for display, to read. So pretty clean copies. $35 start for that. All right, so we had the Spawn one. That's where we left off a second ago. That's the 9.2. And that's $53 on that. I've shown this book like every week too. We sold 2 of them. Here we go again with it. It's graded this time. Spawn number 9, 1993. First appearance of Medieval Spawn and Angela. It's the Angela poster by Jim Lee in there. It's 41 bucks for a 9.6 first Angela. I tell you guys every week too, the Marvel bought the character and they put her in like Thor books or something. She's running with the Valkyries or some crazy stuff like that. Spawn 14. That's a good clown cover. $32. That's a $32 Spawn slab. And if you want to make a run on all 3 of them, we could probably make a deal on all 3 of the Spawns. Look at that. Spectacular Spider-Man number 52 from 1981. The White Tiger retires. Into retirement you go. That's a 9.8 white pages. That's 150 bucks. There you go. Spider-Gwen number 1. First Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy in own title. That's the first Gwen Stacy Spider-Woman in her own title. Vulture and Ben Grimm appearances, and a Frank Castle cameo. And of course, we've got the Spider-Man 300 cover swipe. That guy, 71 bucks right there. For Spider-Gwen #1, 9.8, 2015. Spider-Man 13, another classic cover. 9.8 on that. That's a Morbius appearance. That's my guy. Spider-Man #1 cover swipe. So maybe you put them all together in the end if nobody bids on this stuff. This guy is running $77 right there. 77. I'd even say I'd probably do them all three for 100. If somebody wants to do that, all three of the covers. So you get the black suit cover, you got the gold and the green. I'm gonna lay up there, let people ponder that. Spider-Man 61, that's a Kane appearance. Maximum clonage. That's $20. There's a cheap slab. Somebody wants something cheap, stocking stuffer. If you want to buy one cheap and try to break it open. Spider-Man 2099, #1. This is first appearance of the Adjusters. That's a 9.8 from 2014. That's $76. That's a Scotty Young baby variant. My friend Mitch loves Scotty Young stuff. I used to pull all kind of Scotty Young stuff for him at the shop. He's the biggest Scotty Young fan I know. He's probably got boxes and boxes of that stuff. Philip, you want the Scotty Young, or are you just saying it is Scotty Young? Yeah, okay, you're just saying it is Scotty Young. Yes, it is Scotty Young. So yeah, that's 76 on that. Spider-Punk #1. It's a variant, 2022. It's a 9.8. This was hot when it came out. I don't really remember why, but it's only $30 now. So you want a Spider-Punk #1 for 30 bucks, 9.8, which is pretty much the cost of getting it graded. You can have it. Look at that cover swipe. Spider-Man 2099 #4. This is from 2014. This is the Amazing Spider-Man 121 homage, aka swipe. It's a 9.8. That's $64 on that. Again, the prices we're using for this stuff is GPA analysis. We're pulling the book up on GPA. Spider-Verse Team Up #2, 9.8. Look at that. $76 for that. Try to get off the glare. First appearance of Gypsy Moth. Spider-Woman #10, 1979. It's a 9.6. Only $28. $28 for 9.6. Oh, there's a Thanos cover. Spider-Woman 106, Heroes Reborn variant cover. That's 34 bucks for a cool Thanos cover. He's got the glove. He's wielding some power. But he hasn't done the snap yet. Maybe he's about to snap. Maybe he doesn't even snap in this story. That's something else. Spider-Woman #5. Spider-Woman dons a new costume. That's a 9.8. $22 on that. So that's nice and cheap. Another cheap slab. It's 2015 for a new costume for Spider-Woman. Spread #1. What even is this? Image Comics second print. That's a 9.8. $25 for that. Spread #1. I guess this is cover A. 9.8. $30 for that. I never read that. I have no idea what this is. It's a Joy of Comics. You think you know something until you get on here and realize you don't. Top Secret Adventure Spy-Man. 1967, so that's some older stuff there. That's a 8.0. $30 for that. All right, let's see some action in the comments. It's been a few minutes. Holler, say something, say what you're looking for. Let me know that you're alive out there. Somebody just typed something there. Star Wars Boba Fett. Where's the Star Wars people at? Tales of Suspense 39 cover homage. I know somebody that might be interested in that. Get you an Iron Man, you know, cover swipe with Boba Fett on it. That's not bad. Silver and golden. It's all alphabetical, so it all could be in here. So War Comics. I don't know that I have maybe some Sergeant Rock. I don't know. No, I guess we would have already passed it because we're already all the way down to Star Wars. Yeah, but if the War Comics are on the list, I already know to look and pull those. So if some more come up, I will definitely be happy to get them out here, get them in the front. All right, nobody's jumping on this. Let me move all this out of the way. All right, so nobody wants the Spider-Mans. $35 for this set, or $77. It's a $100 buy it now for all three of them. Get all three covers. The 1990 number one, the gold second print, and the number 8 cover swipe. So I'll do these three for 100 right now. Oh, it's okay, Philip. Just see what we got before we pull any triggers, because we're going to recap. Yeah, I don't think there's any Sergeant Rocks here. Again, we have so many boxes of stuff that came in. We're just digesting it as quickly as we can, but it takes a while to kind of get it. So we just grab a box and just start, you know. So that's just kind of how we're going. All right, so if nobody jumps on this, I'll look up the Spider-Punk and the other $25 Spider-Man and see what we can figure out, Paul. But again, this is a good deal, man. $100 for all this. But I know you guys just kind of waiting to see how it goes. So it's a 9.8 as well on the Spider-Man 13. All right, so you're saying the Spider-Punk and the other $25 Spider-Man. You're saying 100 for that. I've got 30 on this one. See, which was the $25 Spider-Man? Not that one. That one's 150. All right, let's see. About this one. No, that was 71. Spider-Man 61. That one is $20, if that's the one you're talking about, the maximum clonage. Let me set it here and make sure. Spider-Woman, Spider-Woman. So I guess that's what you're talking about, because all the rest of those are not that cheap. So if you're saying you're going to do 100 for these three, so we've got the Spider-Punk 9.8, the Spider-Man 13 9.8, that's 77 there, that's 30 there, and the maximum clonage 9.6 for $20. If you're saying that's the three that you want, Paul, then I'll take that deal. Just let me have confirmation that you want that, and we will make that happen. Waiting on this lag out for these comments to come through. I'll set it right here. I'll let you think about that, Paul, while I keep going. We did the Spy-Man. I know I did that one. That's a fantastic cover. Star Wars #1 from 2015 with the Boba Fett. 76 on that. All right, somebody was asking about Strange Tales a few weeks ago. Strange Tales 139. And that was the one that was out of order she was looking for. So Melanie, if you are still around, this is the one that we were looking for that was out of order. So there's not a price on that. So we're 110 with the loose ones too. Man, I'll do with both of these guys. You do 120 for both these. And that's fantastic, because I was going to put these both up at 20 a pop. So if you want to do 120, I'll add the loose ones on top. Let me know, Paul. Stack all this here. Move this over here for Melanie. You like that? Thank you. Okay, that's sold. The stack here, we've got both these raw Spider-Mans. Number 1, I've got the Spider-Man 13, Spider-Punk number 1, and Spider-Man 61 sold to Paul for $120. Yeah, that's a good buy, man. That's the name of the game. Trying to... this tablet died again. Hey, Melanie, we come here and reset my restream on my tablet. It timed out on me. She's technical support. Also, you can take the Strange Tales back and find the price tag. It probably either fell off or it's the one you were looking for. Yeah, so look, we're here to make deals. So if you guys see something, don't be afraid to shoot your shot. If you're sitting on something and you're curious, you know, don't be afraid to say something. Let me get another auction up. Spawn number 1. That's a newsstand, okay? $40 start on that. But let's see, let's try to entice some bidding on this. I'm gonna do a $30 start for a Spawn number 1 newsstand, okay? So look that up, see what it's running for, because it's not $30. It does have some spine ticks on it, okay? See it in the glare, see it in the light. It's got some action. So again, wouldn't advise sending it to CGC. This is for your collection. Don't think you're gonna get a 9.8. You're not gonna get a 9.8 out of it. We got it fine, very fine, is what we got it at. So that's a $30 start for Spawn number 1 newsstand. And here's our Action Comics. I always wanted to auction off of Action Comics number 1. This is the 1988 reprint, but it's $4.99. So I'll start this at $4.99 and set it right here. Yeah, it's a reprint, but how many other Action Comics do you have? So what condition is the Spawn? We got it fine, very fine. You know, I don't want to, you never know. You don't want to quote too much. It's, you know, 6.5, 7, something like that. Biggest issue is the top corner right here. It's got a nice little ding in it. Other than that, it's just kind of the normal spine ticks. So I always want to grade low. I don't want to say, you know, it's higher than it's going to be. So I'm always going to try to grade low, just in general. Because the last thing I want somebody being like, you said it was this and it came back that. So we're going to say it's lower than we think it is. And, you know, fantastic. If you get it and you're happy with it, fantastic. We're happy. So it's a $30 start on the newsstand, Spawn number 1. $4.99 for the Action Comics number 1. Somebody wants to get that added on their pile. Star Wars number 1 from 2015. This is the 4th print of this book here. 4th print. $31. 9.8. 31 bucks. Star Wars Legacy number 5. So Darth Crate, is that what it is? Summons Sith Holocron, Spirits of Darth Bane, Nihilus, and Dato. First app of Conrad Russ. I didn't read this. I have no idea who these people were. I was not reading that back in the day. It's $43 if you do know what that is. Star Wars Legacy, number 5 from 2006. Strange Adventures, number 172. That's 1965. $56. 7.0 grade. Strange Adventures number 234. We've got off-white pages on this guy. It's a 9.4, $36. $36. What you asking about the Wolverine, Paul? You talking about the Wolverine 8? We sold that one, if that's what you're asking. Strange Tales 105. 75 bucks. 1963. Some Human Torch action on there. Flames into action. Return of the Wizard. Strange Tales 119. 165 bucks. That's a 6.0. Spider-Man cameo, full page ad for Avengers number 4. Philip Sweet has 105 on the Doctor Strange. Which issue number? I've shown like 4 of them. I don't know which kind of lag you've got going on. So one was 105, so I'm guessing, let's figure it out by pre-Doctor. Let's see here. Which one? No, just making the statement. Oh, the 105 is the pre-Doctor Strange. Yeah, right here. So, second appearance of the Wizard. That's good. Yeah, again, I don't want to discourage you guys from chiming in. So any information you have that might help me sell this stuff, chime in with it if you know this stuff. Get in here and talk about it. But it's kind of weird sometimes when you're reading, you see the comments and you're like, oh, what is that? Okay, am I selling something or is somebody talking about it? You never know, so it's kind of hard to figure out sometimes because you're kind of just glancing. All right, Star Wars, Strange Tales 141. You got Dormammu, if I can say that right, appearance, and a Baron Mordo cameo. These names, I swear, $110 on that Strange Tales. No, don't apologize, man. Chime in. That's what I need. I need people talking about this stuff. Yeah, the number 8. Yeah, we sold that already, bro. The Wolverine 8 is gone. Strange Tales 148, Origin of the Ancient One. It's 1966. $75 on that. Strange Tales, Doctor Strange, and Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. 7.5. That's $46. You got a signed one. Strange Tales 181. CGC Signature Series. Hey, it's a good signature too. It's signed by Jim Starlin. Okay, that's an 8.0. That's $107 right there. Signed by Jim Starlin. The book is from 1975. The signature happened in 2020. Stray Dogs. I got a Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula movie poster cover homage right there. That's $22 for that if you want the Stray Dogs variant with the Dracula cover. That is a great sig to have. Jim Starlin is the man. Superboy. First appearance of Aquaboy. Superboy 171. Look at that. That is $110 right there for that. They brought me the other Strange Tales back. It's $75 for the 139. This one got out of order. We're going through the boxes. So let's put it back in order. There it goes. So if you guys wanted that one, that's Jack Kirby. Look at that. Kirby and Ditko story and art. Stan Lee story, $75 on that one. All right, so Ricky Owen wants the Stray Dogs for $22. That's sold. Let me mute for a second, get a drink real quick. All right. All right, almost done with this first slab box for the night. We did the Superboy. Superior Spider-Man number 29. That's a $25 book. It's a 9.8 from 2014. No notes on it. So $25 Spider-Man. So we're done with that. Anybody saw something on that, wants to make an offer, holler. And we're going to revisit this. The Spawn number 1 newsstand. I had a $40 startup saying we're going to do it for $30. Making sure nobody's jumping on this before I set it down and move on. Superboy. Superboy's 1971. So Superboy 171 from 171 from January 1971. I was making sure I was seeing that right. First Aquaboy, that's $110. You want that. In the Action Comics, no one wants to add that. I'm going to move it on over here. We'll see the first Strange Adventures I showed. First one I showed was 172 from 1965. We only got $56 on that. So, and that is a 7.0. You want that for $56, it's yours, man. Let me know. 13th floor. There is no 13th floor in this building. This I've got to see. I wonder what's going on the 13th floor. How about 50, bro? Split it in the middle. I'm going to take 50, it's yours. That's still Still pretty good, man. Go to Gwen Stacy again. I'll pull that back up in just a second. Let's see if Philip wants this for 50. 48. All right, man, I'll take the 48. That's done. So Strange Adventure sold for $48 to Philip Sweet. The Wolverine 8, I think we sold for $55. $55, I believe, is what that sold for. You want to see the $25 Spidey slab? I think we sold that, didn't we? Didn't the $25 Spidey slab go in the lot of 3? I'll recap the Spider-Man slab since we're done with this anyway. Actually, I'm going to recap this whole thing really quickly since we're done with this whole thing. So, recap it one time, shoot your best shot. Son of Satan number 1, $101. That is $1975. Son of Satan number 5, that's $90, $1976. Spawn number 1, that's a 9.2, $53. Spawn number 9, First Angela, that's $41. And this is the first appearance of Spawn on the number 1. Spawn 14, that's $1993, $32 on that. Again, somebody wants to get all 3 Spawns, we make a deal on that. Spectacular Spider-Man, we're looking at $150 for a 9.8 of Spectacular number 52 from 1981. OG Star Wars in the pics. Yeah, they're actually coming up next. That's why I was trying to clear this stuff off. The Star Wars is coming up next. The Spider-Gwen. So that is $71 for the Spider-Gwen number 1. First Spider-Woman Gwen Stacy in her own title with a Spider-Man 300 cover swipe. Spider-Man 2099, that's a Scotty Young. That's $76 on that. The Spider-Man 121 cover swipe of Spider-Man 2099, number 4. That one was $64. Spider-Verse Team Up number 2, 9.8, $76. Spider-Woman number 10, that's $28. Spider-Woman with a Thanos variant cover, that's a 9.8, $34. Spider-Woman new costume, that's number 5, that's $22. The Spread number 1, $25. That's a second print. Is that an action figure variant too? It is an action figure variant cover, so it looks like a Star Wars figure pretty much. All right, the Spread number 1, I guess that's the cover A. That's $30, 2014. Spy-Man, 1967, $30. I thought for sure somebody'd get this. Star Wars number 1, Tales of Suspense, 39 cover. Homage, $76 for that guy. It's beautiful. That looks good in person. Let me get it in there. Iron Man fans, Star Wars fans, Boba Fett fans, that book's calling your name. 4th print of Star Wars number 1 from 2015. That's $31 for that, 9.8. Star Wars Legacy number 5, $43 for that. That's a 9.6. Strange Adventures 234, $36 for that. That is 1972. Strange Tales 263, $75 for that. That's 1963. Strange Tales 119, that's 1964. $165 for that one. So that's early Spider-Man too, because if it's 1964, well, Spidey came in around 62. So that's pretty early Spider-Man stuff. Strange Tales 139, 1965, 80, $75 on that. Strange Tales 141, that's 85, $110 on that. Strange Tales 148, $75 on that. I'm about to get to the back. You're talking about the Superior Spider-Man. Doctor Strange, Strange Tales, that is 1968, $46 on that. Signature Series, Jim Starlin signature. It's an 8.0 Strange Tales 181. Jim Starlin is the man, $107 on that guy. Got the Superboy 171 from 171, $110 on that. And the Spider-Man in the back is Superior Spider-Man number 29, $25 on that. So, anybody that wants to look on that guy, let me know. We're going to move on to something else. We're going to move on to Star Wars. I can't believe you guys didn't jump on this. Spawn newsstand. That's nuts. That'd been so gone in the comic shop. It's all right though. We'll grow the audience. We'll get there. We will get there. All right, so you guys are looking at the Star Wars next. So we're going to do an auction on this, so it's fair from the lag or whatever, just to make sure everything is straight. And it's Star Wars #1. It's one of the reprints. It's the 1977 reprint. It's in fine condition. We got it $49.99. The first app of Leia, Luke, Obi-Wan, Vader, R2-D2, and C-3PO. Okay. I'm going to set that up there. And I have 2 different reprints of Spider-Man #3. This one's got the reprint written on it up here. This one doesn't. 35% reprints, both of them. 1977, it's fine. Second print of Obi-Wan. I think this is the first Death Star too, if I remember correctly. Or it's maybe the first time they show it all the way. And you know, still the same deal. This one's $9.99. So I might do them like just together or not. Let's do it like this. $50 over there for that. And we're gonna do a $20 start on the 2 #3s. So $50 start on the #1, a $20 start for the 2 #3s. So again, the #1 is the first app of Leia, Luke, Obi-Wan, Vader, R2, and C-3PO. And the #3 is the second Obi-Wan, I think first Death Star. So $49.99 start, $20 start right here. All right, let's see. Okay. Spider-Gwen and Scotty Young and Superior. All right, let's find Spider-Gwen. Let's see what we got going in on that. You guys think about your Star Wars. We've got a Spider-Gwen right here. You're looking for the Scotty Young right there. And the Superior in the back. So, Paul's looking at this. He's looking to make a deal. All right, so this is about $171, $100 something like that right here between all 3 of these books right here. So if this is the 3 that you're looking for, playing Let's Make a Deal. Stephen A. Young is in at $50 on the Star Wars #1. Again, these are all reprints. They're not the first print, just making it clear. So, Paul, so you want to do, we'll do 130 on all 3 of these? That's a significant little discount. Let me know, and we will kick these to the side and keep rolling. Always waiting. It's like sometimes, all right, you're aware. I'm just making sure, bro. I'm making sure I'm representing everything as well as possible, you know, so. The prices on right here. So if this is what you're asking on these, Paul, that's what we're asking for. We're looking at 71 on that. I'm looking at 76 on this, on the Scotty Young. And we're looking for 25 on that. So it's about 100 and 170 like all together, something like that. So 170, or if you want to buy them all 3 right now, since you asked about them, I told you I'd take 130 for all 3. So if you want to take 130 for all 3, you get the first shot at that since you asked about them. If not, I'll open that up for anybody else that wants it. That's a 9.8, 9.8, and 9.8. That's 3 9.8s. Lebanon's finest going down the road there. Something going on. Police, ambulances. I don't know if the mic picks that up. While Paul's pondering that, I'm going to put these back over here. So we've got $50 for Stephen A. Young on this. Nobody's jumping on the #3s. $20 start for both of them. 35-cent reprints on all 3. You know, they did a bunch of like packs or something. You will do 130. Yeah, okay. So these are all sold. Robert. That's actually Robert says he'll do 130. Okay. So Robert, you about to get it. So Paul, if you don't want the 130, Robert's about to take it. So he's in on it. But I did offer it to you first, so officially turn it down, and I'll give that to Robert. Or claim it, and you can have it. while that's sorting out, I'm waiting on the lag on that. So yeah, the Star Wars books were reprinted. They had little value packs, combo packs. They put the books all together in different deals and everything. And you could just, there's 100 different ways to buy them. There's Whitman reprints. There's one absurdly expensive, like 35-cent reprints on like, I think the first 3 or 4. But these I believe are just the regular reprints. No, Chad is not setting up for coin and knife after this. He's in here trying to figure out what we're going to do with this glut of books. Left over from the dollar sale. They had the whole store transformed into a dollar sale, as I'm sure you've probably seen. And it's just, there's there's records everywhere, dollar records everywhere I look. Let's see, well, we got them bundled now, so we put it up for 130. So that's kind of what we're shooting. So if you do not want that for 130, I will sell it to Robert Felipe. Yeah, it was a lot of good. And no one else is jumping in, so we're gonna sell this and move on to something else here in just a second too. We'll try to sell both of these. So for sure, if you don't want all 3, Paul, I'm gonna sell it to Robert. Just let me know for sure. I don't want to go back on it after I offered it, so I'm gonna sell them as 3. Then we're gonna say last call on the Star Wars #1. No one's jumped on the #3 yet. That's $20. This moves into a $20 buy it now at this point. If we put them out on the floor, that's going for $16.99. That's going for $9.99. But right now, I'm offering them for $20. He can have. I should have claimed the 25 slab right away. Okay, that's all good, bro. So all 3 of these, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man $20.99, and Spider-Man $29, sold as a bundle to Robert Felipe for $130. Hey, we have some more Superior Spider-Man coming up next. So if you want to have first crack on it, man. Superior Spider-Man #1, look at that. 9.8, that's $49 on that one. You'll take the other Star Wars. Okay, this is all sold. So Stephen A. Young has got Star Wars 1 for $50. And you're going to take the Buy It Now bundle for the 2 #3s for $20. That's sold. Stephen A. Young. All right. Superior Spider-Man #1, once again, 9.8. That's a Dan Slott story, Ryan Stegman cover and art. $49 for that one. So if you feel bad about missing out on the other Superior, here's a good one. Set him up there. And what else? Get another auction going over here. Marvel graphic novel #5. You guys know what that is? God Loves, Man Kills. This is classic X-Men, 1982, and this is first print, okay? So this is printed to infinity. You guys seen the X-Men movies, right? The old 90s? Yeah, different thoughts on those, I'm sure. This is classic stuff. So I've got again, let me show condition what I got out of the bag. It's a reader, man. It's a reader copy. This is not a high grade book. Put it on the floor. I'm selling it for $30. I'm gonna put it out here for $20. $20 for Marvel graphic novel #5 from 1982. Yes, that is a synopsis for X-Men 2. That's where I was going with that before I got sidetracked, Bob. My brain works for about 20 seconds. So $20 start on that guy right there. If somebody wants to jump on that, if not, we'll make it a buy it now. While we're doing magazines, this is some of my absolute favorite stuff. I buy these every time. So again, it will not hurt my feelings if you guys don't buy this because it'll come home with me. So Marvel Treasury Edition, The Incredible Hulk on the Rampage, right? So within each of us of times there dwells a mighty raging fury. I had to check and make sure it still had the pin up. This is beautiful because there's a pin up in this of like all of Hulk's greatest rivals, enemies, whatever you want to call it. And oftentimes you find this stuff, and the pinups are taken out and they're pinned up on some kid's wall back in the 70s. But as you can see, the pinup is intact. So that's a $20 start. Hulk on the Rampage. Marvel Treasury number 5. And if it goes up in the store, it's $24.99. So I'm starting off $5 cheaper. So I got the God Loves Man Kills at 20 and the Marvel Treasury Hulk for 20. And both of these will be more expensive if we put them up on the store. Bob's in on the Hulk for 20 bucks. That's good. Good deal. I still have plenty of stuff. I really got to go faster on this stuff. But again, I do have all night as long as you guys are hanging out buying stuff. This is more stuff Steve pulled for me out of that collection that came in that Paul got. Jupiter's Legacy, Mark Millar and Frank Quietly. That's 1 and 2. That's $12 for both of them. So this is just more stuff I'm going to just kind of go through real quick. The Death of Deadpool. Is this a one shot? It's 10 bucks for that. Want to see how Deadpool goes down in this particular issue? You know, they killed Deadpool a million times now. American Vampire, Scott Snyder's right there, and Stephen King. Look at that. American Vampire, first print. He's got a 7.5 on it. That's $15 for that, for American Vampire. That's good stuff right there. Batman versus Superman, their greatest battles. This is a trade, graphic novel, whatever you want to call it. We got 10 bucks on that. Batman versus Superman. That is pretty much cover price. He put $10 cover price on it. We got some more interesting stuff coming up after that. All right, no one else is jumping on the Hulk. I'm going to sell it to Bob. I don't want to leave his stuff up here too long because I have plenty of stuff to go through. So it's last call, Marvel Treasury, $20. Bob Riger has it. It's going once. It's going twice. It's sold to Bob Riger for $20. All right, so the X-Men, God Loves Man Kills, $20 start on that. $20 buy it now right now. $20 buy it now. First bid takes it for 20 bucks. I put it on the store. It's going out for 30 bucks. Hulk Smash, that's right. That's right, Bob. Hulk is one of my favorites. He was one of my favorites when I was a kid. I still buy the books now. I've dropped my pull list down quite a bit over the years. I used to pull anything Hulk did. And I've actually got more Hulk coming up next I'm about to show you guys. And it's some pretty good stuff too. But yeah, I love Hulk. I'm chasing the rundown. I've got a lot of it. I've got some of the expensive stuff out of the way. I've got Hulk 5 and 6. The 1 through 4 still elude me. I haven't seen them in person yet. Chad told me at one point they had 1 through 6 here at the store. They came in with something, and you know, this is before my time, or I would have tried to, you know, sell my soul to get it. But no, it's going to be some newer Hulk. There's not a Hulk 340 coming up tonight, or at all. I haven't seen that in any of these collections we've taken in. I would have pulled that like first thing to get it out. All right, so no takers on the X-Men. We're gonna move along. All right, nobody's jumping on any of this stuff. Jupiter's Legacy, Death of Deadpool, American Vampire, Batman versus Superman. They had 2 and 3 at the Gallatin Comic Con last month. Oh man, yeah, they do. The Hulk 1 is one of my biggest regrets in comics because I had one in my hand one time back before it was like just astronomical, before things went super, super crazy, before the Avengers, before the MCU, none of this stuff had come out at all. And it was like, I think the guy had like 1,600 on it or something, and it was like beat up, and I was like, oh, I'll find a better copy somewhere else. And you know, it's just, I'd spent all my money. I was young and poor. So, but yeah, I got a 5 and a 6 though, so that's good. All right, more Hulk. This is fantastic stuff here. I'm gonna try to sell it as a run. If nobody bites, we'll break it up. So this is World War Hulk. Okay, You got the prologue. You've got all 5 issues of World War Hulk. Including the first appearance of Scar, Hulk's son. So add it all up together, it's $77.95 for this whole bundle. So the money books are pretty much the number 1 and the number 5, $30 on the number 1 and 25 on the number 5. So we're going to pay attention to the condition on those guys, because that's the ones you guys are going to be asking about. There's some spine ticks. It's not a 9.8. It still looks nice. It's still beautiful. It's a modern book. And this one actually looks a lot better. And this one has more room to do anything than the number 1 anyway, because it's actually the first appearance of the character of Scar, all the A's in there. So it's $77.95 is the cover price for all this stuff. I was going to put it out for $50 and see if anybody jumps on it. So, and that would be a $50 start for an auction for the bundle. So if anybody wants World War Hulk, the whole thing, all 5 issues, plus the prologue, I guess I should put that in the beginning. Yeah, $50 start on that. If nobody wants it, we'll look at breaking it up. So while we're doing that, I've got, what do you pull out? He pulled out a Batman DC Universe Rebirth. This is from a few years ago. The next box is the slabs. Bob Riger's in at 50 on the World War Hulk. I'll get to the other box in just a second. That is $8 for that. For the Rebirth number 1. I had to get the smaller post-it notes. I was out of them. They're a lot better than these giant ones. So $8 on that. I'm going to show a few more of these, Philip, and then I'll go through the next boxes of slabs. He's got a Harley Quinn number 1. He's got $15 on that. He says high grade. He calls it a 9.2. Oh, here's another one we're trying to sell as a lot. Again, I'll break it up if I can't, but it's cheap. You guys might get it. This is considered some of the best Superman stories like ever, if you're a Superman fan. So this is All-Star Superman. We've got number 1 through, I think, 11. So it's missing. We got Ricky Owens in on the Harley Quinn. Solo $15 for Ricky Owen, Harley Quinn number 1. All right. I think it's missing the last issue. So you got to track down the number 12, because I'm pretty sure it goes 12. But you got 1 through 11. Oh, he says on the front, missing. If I can read, it says so right there, missing number 12. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so for Superman fans, this is some of the best stuff. Like this Grant Morrison, Frank Quietly again. I got $30 on it. This is not an auction. It's a buy it now. So if anybody wants to jump on all 11 issues of this for $30, it's yours. It's not anything that's terribly expensive. It's just really good comics. So that's a $30 buy now for this giant glot of Superman comics. And let's see here. While we're doing Batman stuff, I've got Batman Sword of Azrael set, 1 through 4, complete set. You think that's the inspiration for James Gunn's new Superman movie? Well, before I show Azrael, you know what that means. If this is the inspiration for the new Superman movie, this stuff's probably about to take off if you're specking. But if not, you know, $30 for pretty much the whole set. Go find a number 12. It's all good. So Batman Sword of Azrael. This is the 1 through 4 complete set, and the first appearance of Azrael. If my daughter was on, she would be going crazy, but she already has this, but she would probably still buy it. She loves Azrael. That's one of her favorite characters. So, and it's all 4 issues of the Sword of Azrael. Book 1 through 4. This is classic early 90s DC stuff right here. So it's $25, including the first appearance, if you want that. So we put this over here. It's a $30 buy it now. This is a $25 buy it now for these. So move this out of the way. All right, so you want to see some more slabs? Let me move this box here. Get this thing over here in primo viewing area. It's a lot easier to pull the slabs out of the middle box. YouTube feed not showing up. Anybody else having issues on YouTube? Jeff says he can't see the feed on YouTube. Somebody on YouTube, holla holla, let me know. Yeah, I know, man. I know, Bob. It's okay though, because we still have them, so we don't sell them. We're growing it. You know, we're growing it every single week. We got more and more people coming in. I'm not deterred at all. I just know that I know the deal. As soon as we get some people in here, you know, this stuff's going to be gone. This is the beginning, and we are in a marathon, not a sprint. So we're in the early stages. So you guys will remember, the guys that stick with us, the good old days when you could come in here and get books without people going crazy. Because in the end, it's going to be just like it is with Chad and the records. We're going to have all these people on here. It's going to be going crazy. So it's going to get bidden up like nonsense. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a good time. So your comments are not showing on YouTube. See, I guess, look, everything I'm seeing here is Facebook. So that is most definitely a Chad question. Un momento, por favor. Hey, Melanie, if you're listening, send me Chad. I don't be missing sales, missing comments on YouTube. Because, yeah, I'm looking at this on YouTube. I'm looking at this all day long, and there's no comments. It's all Facebook. So Melanie's up here to sort it out. So she's my technical wizard. I told you guys week one that I said I was going to do it. I never said I was going to be good at it. So we're figuring this out as we go. And if I missed any bids on YouTube, that's terrible. That's not what we want. So she's on her way. I'm just going to ramble for a minute before we get there. She says she's on it, but she's taking her sweet time. We almost got this thing running right. I don't have any YouTube comments coming in.
We had YouTube at first, and then we lost it in the restream somewhere.
Boy, Restream has just been giving us issues. I've heard about it all week. People commenting on stuff, trying to claim stuff, and it's not working. Now it drops out entirely. People trying to claim stuff. I got no YouTube comments at all.
Let's see. Let me see about that.
Chad's over here, guys, so we have a professional. So.
Let me click this. It probably just kicked you. You probably have to restart the stream. Yeah, just tell them we'll restart the stream. It'll show, we're going to end the feed, and it'll show up as part 2.
Oh, that's unfortunate. If you guys didn't hear that, we got to restart the stream to get YouTube back on there. So we about to jump out and jump right back in as part 2. So we got one more box of slabs to go through, so don't run away. And I've got a whole stack of raw books over here. So we're about to jump out real quick and then jump back in. I'll take Superman. Comments aren't showing. So Hayden wants Superman on the way out. That's $30 sold to Hayden. Okay.
It'll take like 3 minutes.
He says it's going to take 3 minutes to get this reset. So again, hang around. I've got a lot of cool stuff still to